Tinctures are the third element in the flavor triad when it comes to making bitters, sodas, and syrups. They're the least concentrated compared to an extract and an essence, but they're most commonly found in bitters. They're usually used to just add an element of spice, color, or bitterness, sometimes flavor depending, but those tend to be more in the extract and essence categories when you're talking about flavor. Consider these more like highlights for your bitters, syrups, and sodas. They provide a little bit of punch, so they're often made out of spices like hot peppers or pepper. You'll also find it in like bitters. This is basically what bitters are tinctures, at least according to the old soda fountain pharmacy manuals. Now, they're also used to make colors, and natural colors are pretty easy to come by. You can make, turmeric makes a nice orange color that when diluted out comes out a little bit more yellow. They used to put this into orange syrups and lemon syrups to give it a little bit more color, because when you're making a syrup or a proper extract, your colors often come out more dilute than you wanted. So adding some natural colors is a way to fix this. Turmeric's a good one. Saffron, cudbear, cherry juice was quite common, and chlorophyll for a green color. So they actually used to use grass, but you can use any dark green leafy vegetable. It works out quite well, turns nice green. Blues are hard to come by naturally, but any color you find in nature, you can usually replicate for this. But all the processes are the same. And here's the magic ratio for tinctures. It's always, if you don't know a recipe, it's always going to be 120 grams of your substance to 1 liter of your solvent. Now, solvent's usually 40 to 50% alcohol. I don't recommend glycerin for this one, but I will in a future video talk about glycerins and other solvents for making extracts and tinctures. But alcohol, you have to remember, is an excellent preservative, and once you mix it with alcohol, none of these will ferment, and they'll have a shelf stability for months, if not years. And just for, again, a quick review, if you're making an extract, it's 100 grams of your substance, so in this case gentian, to 100 mils of your solvent. So it's 10 times more powerful than a tincture. And if you're making an essence, it's 1 ounce of your essential oil to 1 pint of your solvent. So each one has its place. Again, extracts tend to be more for flavors like bitters, and their concentrated essences are aromas, and tinctures are highlights. So once you know this, you can start making the 3 different varieties. And if you haven't watched the previous videos for extracts, you check out extracts up here, and then another card will show up for essences. I do recommend going to watch those videos so you understand the differences, because after this video, we're going to actually get into making soda beverages, bitters, ginger beer and ginger ale, and they're all going to use these 3 elements, so the extracts, the essence, and the tinctures. Now, when making a tincture, you don't use percolation. It's typically done by maceration, so you can just use any old jar. And again, because we're doing it according to the 120 grams to the liter, though I don't need a liter of turmeric coloring, you can do variations on it. So I'm just going to reduce this by 1/10, so it's going to be 12 grams to 100 mils of solvent. So you basically just weigh out your So that's 12 grams of turmeric, and then you're going to use your alcohol. And it's pretty simple. You don't have to be super accurate with this, but if you're making something for a bar or a restaurant, accuracy is going to help you be consistent. And people really do appreciate consistency in their drinks. Now what you're going to do with this is just allow it to sit for a week or 2 with some regular shaking. Just give it a little spin up and make sure it's all in there so you get all the dry element out at the bottom. And then you just put that on a shelf and let it sit for a week. Fair warning, You probably worked with turmeric, but it will get everywhere and stain everything. It is an intense color, and once you filter it, it will come out like this. Mostly clear. There's a subtle haze to it. Once you add that to a syrup, it'll clear right up. And anytime you're making bitters, you're going to be making effectively a tincture. So you're going to be in that 120 grams to a liter of alcohol. That's kind of where things seem to sit. For Abbott's bitters, it's 100 grams to 1.5 liters. That's basically how you make a tincture. They're super simple. They're the easiest one of the three. And once you have all three, the essence, the extract, and the tincture, you've pretty much opened up a whole world of soda fountain making and bitter making and cocktail syrup making. So get those under your belt because we're moving ahead and we're going to start making drinks with these. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time.